Salut din nou și bună dimineața în a doua zi de DreamHack. Suntem aici cu una dintre vedetele campionatului nostru, Andersen, alias Karrigan. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
So Finn, for our viewers who may not be very familiar with your gaming career, can you tell us how did you wind up on the team Fanatic?
I think in 2010 I made my breakthrough on the international scene. I was always playing the local teams in Denmark with the top players who always joined the good teams in Denmark, like Interviu. And late 2010 I then joined up with Mousesports, the biggest German team in history. And I actually made some good performance and video performance without big major titles. So in the beginning of 2012 this year, after CB in March, this big tournament, I got the offer from Fanatic and I couldn't really refuse because our team Mousesports was going to stop as players. So it was actually an easy choice, and I always wanted to play for Fanatic and want to play with Friis again, my good teammate from former clans in Denmark.
So tell me, so far, how has been your experience with Fanatic?
I mean, lately we have been a lot of tournaments, but in the beginning it was very nice. We had the first tournament I joined up was in Denmark, Copenhagen actually, after 14 days. So, and we actually won the tournament as underdogs. I think the big teams Navi, SK, and ESE was the top favorites, and we were underdogs. We came out with losing one map towards the final, so we finally then beat Navi, and that was actually the start to our winning streak, I think. And then the last 12 months have been amazing. Fnatic, we have won 7 out of 8 tournaments now, so basically we have been the best team in the world 2012. So I think it's been very successful with Fnatic, even though we had some tough matches against Navi, but last 4 finals against Navi we had won, so we are the best team in the world right now. So it's been very great.
Congratulations. So here at DreamHack Bucharest, this is the last big contest is going to include a Counter-Strike 1.6 tournament. Tell me, how do you feel about how the game of Counter-Strike has evolved until now, and how do you feel about Counter-Strike Global Offensive?
I've always been a fan for Counter-Strike 1.6. It's always been a pleasure to play that game. I enjoy to play the game, it's funny. And the competitive mode in Counter-Strike 1.6 has always been the greatest, I think. You can't really compare it to other FPS games. FPS that like Source and other games. It haven't this history like 1.6 have. As player, you always remember when you were a little child and you wanted to be the player in the CPL finals in 2002, 2003, these big tournaments. And right now I'm sitting here and playing these big tournaments and the favorite to win it. So for me, it's always been the history in Counter-Strike that motivates me to play. And the point that I think it's in the end right now 1.6 because there haven't been announced any big tournaments. But I think always Counter will all be played like a casual game. You have small LAN parties where you can win small money, but you will not have this competitive mode. This has been the great thing about Counter 1.6. The other thing is that CSGO is gonna take over right now, as it seems to be like the big tournaments are coming, the big teams are switching. But I think it's gonna lack some competitive mode in the beginning because Source tried in 2006, and you said at that time this is gonna be the game who is gonna take over 1.6, and it didn't. But right now the sponsors are the big key to the competitive mode, and they are going out of the 1.6. So it's gonna be different to see next year without 1.6. I think in the end, I think CSGO is going to be a competitive game because the sponsors are putting a lot of money. DreamHack Winter, of course, in Sweden have a big prize money, so it's gonna motivate people to play like Navi, SC, and we lost one player to NIP exist, our former teammate. And we are gonna play this tournament in November, I think, because we want to try the game and the competitive mode. But I always love 1.6, and CSGO will never be 1.6, but it's gonna be other games that you have to have in your mind.
This is the first major esports event in Romania, so obviously it's a big deal for us. But tell me, why was it important for Fnatic to be here?
Fnatic is a big brand and had a lot of players. I think they like to be around the world. And Fnatic has always been interested in come on countries, come out to the people, to local people, and get recognized. And of course, it feels like we have a big fan base here in Romania and a lot of esports fans. Because when played on stage yesterday, it was a lot of people, a big crowd, and I was actually surprised that there was a lot of people here and backing up the community and stuff like this. And you already know I played a lot of mixes and gathers online with Romanian players. There are a lot of players out there and a lot of players in Romania that play 1.6. So I think it's important for our team to come down here and show that we're the best team, and I really enjoy playing tournaments. So for myself, it's important to also come travel the world and meet new people and meet new circumstances. So it's always a pleasure to try new ways to find people and meet the new people.
This is your first time in Romania, right?
Yes.
And so far, how do you like it?
I mean, we have only 3 days in Romania, and basically it's gonna be about the event because Saturday we played and just relaxed and went to shop mall to eat something. Based on the things and the people I met, it has been great so far, and people are very good to us, and that's no problem for me. And we live a good place on an apartment, so basically so far it's been really good. But I don't know how to say because we only meet the people at the event right now, and we have a very busy week. So and we're going home Monday in the morning, so it's gonna be only local people that we're gonna meet, I think.
Yeah, well, the important thing is that you leave the country with a positive experience, not necessarily that you go and travel and see places, but just that the overall atmosphere over here is something that is positive.
Yeah, of course. I mean, every time we go to a tournament, we have this mind of how it's gonna be. It's gonna be different than at home, of course. And I always get this experience when I get home. I'm always positive about the country I've been in because you don't always think it's gonna be worse on the other countries than in Denmark. And when you come to the continent, you got this get this positive influence, and people are very nice and stuff like this. So every country I've been to, I've been very positive experience with me home. So I'm glad to have this experience.
You were designated one of the best 20 players in 2011. Would you like to repeat that performance, improve it, and do these kinds of compliments mean that much to you?
I never dreamed about to be the seventh best player in the world in 2011. I had this motivation and I wanted to win major titles in 2011 because I joined up with mouse sports. I had so big what's called goals for me to win tournament in 2011. It was so important for me. I ended up only winning EPS two times or three times with mouse sports. So in the end, I was happy that I got something out of 2011, that I had this ranking that I was seventh best player in 2011. But you have to base it on team performance, of course. And I was very happy that I could play with one of the best players in the world, God B, and he taught me a lot of things and a lot of small things that ended up led me being one of the best players in the world and letting me be in the Fanatic right now, the best team in the world. So I'm gonna say thank you to Mouseport for giving me the chance and the players in Mouseport to let me be a better player.
Now, Counter-Strike is probably one of the most popular esports games, and it has commentators and live streams are very important. Do you ever watch your own games and listen to the people commentating your performance, or do you ever read online people's commentaries on your games?
It's a good question because sometimes I like when I win tournaments. It's nice to read comments. When I have a good match, I would like to often have time to look this live stream. And I used to look this German live stream from EPS because I love this streamer. So it's basically based on who's streaming the matches. If I like the streamer, I want to watch how what he's saying and stuff like this. But I rather like to watch demos, our own game, and what mistakes we do and what to make better next time, because then I can focus only on this and not hearing the commentators. But basically, yes, it's good to read comments if you win tournaments. But if you have a very bad tournament, you'd rather just shut down and don't read the comments because these people are saying if it's going good, they are very good, but when it's going bad, they are saying kick here, minus A, minus, always on here to reach org. So it's based on how the performance is and my own performance, of course.
And do you ever take into account in the sense of changing something about your game?
I mean, I have successfully played my game, and I have a very strange playing style. So I'm not gonna change my playing style, even fans say I'm playing stupid sometimes. I know if I'm playing up to my level, I'm one of the best players in the world. So I'm gonna keep playing my style. But I'm gonna change style if I find something stupid in my demos or stuff like this. But I'm not taking into account what fans are saying, but taking into account what my teammates are saying, of course.
And one final funny question. What is your favorite weapon, and would it be useful in the case of a zombie apocalypse?
My favorite weapon must be at the moment AK, I think. I used to play with LP and that was my favorite weapon in the mouse sports. But I think I'd rather use an axe to to kill the zombies and get into the fight, so not an AK.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us today, Karrigan, and good luck.
Thank you.